let me start off by saying sore loses Ikra. I told you guys, no excuses. Now, did the fight go exactly how I said it would go? No. Devin Haney's intention was to punish Lomachenko, but the fight was much closer. The fight was actually really good, an excellent fight between Lomachenko and Devin Haney. All right. What made the difference in this fight? Another wrinkle Devin Haney shows in this game: the body punching. The 10th round was a really great round for Lomachenko. Why did he take his foot off the gas? Why didn't he go in for the kill and try and finish Devin Haney? Devin Haney was getting hit with shots in that round. A lot more. Yeah, you could tell he was taking a break, but you could tell also he was getting hit with a lot of shots. But Devin Haney had been working that body. And so when he counterpunched Lomachenko to the body, Loma would back off. That body work made a difference in this fight. And that's what Lomachenko respected. In the 11th round, Lomachenko was as winded as Devin. In the 11th round, Lomachenko again got in one of his flurries with Devin Haney. Now, not everything landed. You know, even with Lomachenko when Devin Haney was fighting him in the 10th, not everything was landed. But in the 11th round, Lomachenko again landed some of his flurries on Devin Haney. And what did Devin Haney do? Respond with that right to the spleen. And Lomachenko backed off. That's why Lomachenko, he didn't have no gas for the 12th. He was just standing in front of Devin. Devin was standing in front of him too. And Devin started putting together his punches. And Devin won the 12th round because he was landing, again, a lot of those body shots. Straight through the fight, he was landing body shots. Beautiful uppercuts and lead rights, using his jab when he needed to. Because Loma was timing his jab. It was a high chess match. It really was chess match. Good action. Both guys' faces were bloodied. It was good. Devin, I told y'all Devin could fight on the inside. And he actually had the better inside work. He was working the body of Lomachenko and muscling him around on the inside. Now, at mid-range, Lomachenko really do better at mid-range. So once Lomachenko popped in with that double left, or, that lead left, he was timing Haney's jab to counter over the jab, and then Haney would come back and counter over that. It was the counter to counter and all that beautiful stuff. He was catching Haney with the jab. Now, I heard Timothy Bradley and all these guys talking about how Loma keep on hitting Devin Haney and his head was down the center. It's not that. It's the angle at which Loma's coming in on, and he's countering Devin Haney's shot. So by the time Devin Haney dips, he just dipped into the shot. He was out of position. And in the timing of it, Loma timed Haney's jab. That's how he was able to do that. And Haney had to vary up the jab and vary up the timing of the jab as well. But very good fight. Lots of adjustments by both fighters. Haney made an adjustment in the 12th to be able to push. Haney pushed Lomachenko back. Lomachenko pushed Haney back. The ESPN commentary team, y'all need to get shot, man. Somebody need to shoot that commentary team. Y'all suck. I mean, y'all go into orgasm when Loma throws a punch that lands. I mean, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Sorry about the F-bomb. But with respect to chess match, it was good. But let me just make it abundantly clear. The first 3 rounds, Haney took 2 of them. All right? The 4th all the way up till about the 8th round. The 4th to the 8th round, Haney took those rounds. And this is where I was listening to the ESPN commentary team, and they full of shit. Haney's landing a whole bunch of body shots, right? He's ripping shots to the body nonstop. Loma hits Haney with one punch out of his flurries because he's not hitting Haney with a lot of punches in the flurries. Haney's hardly getting touched by Loma. And y'all call that fight for Loma? You call the round for Loma? Max Kellerman, you need to be shot. What the fuck are you trying to do scoring a fight, man? Southpaw and Paulie Malignaggi, 2 Devin Haney haters, right? Want to talk about a robbery. The fight's close, according to you guys. Everybody's saying the fight's close, but yet it's a robbery. Get the hell out of here with that shit, too. Y'all are full of shit. I mean, I can't stand emotional fans. You know what I'm saying? Watch the fight. Okay? Objectively. First of all, Jermaine Ortiz should have won that fight against Lomachenko. All of us know this. All right? He lost the Jermaine Ortiz fight. Don't get me wrong. Lomachenko did his thing. He did his thing in this fight. Not as much as he did before because he couldn't really work the angles that he wanted to. He came straight down the center instead. He countered Devin. He countered Devin's movement. But let's get real, man. Let's get for real. Vasily Lomachenko versus Devin Haney. And we know now Devin Haney has a chin. Whereas the other guys get overwhelmed by Lomachenko, Devin Haney wasn't overwhelmed. Yeah, in the 10th round, he got, just like with Jorge Linares, he got tagged up a bit. He did get tagged up a bit. When Jorge Linares started to throw those combinations together, same thing with Loma, he got tagged up a bit, but he showed how tough he was. Because even though he was getting tagged up, he was throwing. You know what I'm saying? So anybody questioning Devin Haney's heart, his chin, etc., y'all need to realize what's up. Now, people talking about mental pressure. No, that wasn't the problem. Devin Haney was weight drained, right? It was difficult for him to make the weight. From what I heard in the prelims, he had to go 2 or 3 times. So down the stretch, he didn't have that energy like he had earlier on in the fight. In fact, he slowed down in the fight because he was weight drained. It wasn't no mental pressure. He was weight drained. And it showed at the end of the fight when he just raised his hand. He didn't jump. He didn't go running up on he just raised his hand and walked to the corner because he was tired. And that's from dehydration. As much as he drank water and all of that stuff, 135 is going to be real hard to make. And he ain't going to have that extra stamina and stuff at the end of the fight. He's not going to have it. So that's weight drain. He was weight drained fighting Lomachenko. And when he moves up to 140, you feel a lot better. But really crisp, beautiful punches by Devin Haney. Really good tactical adjustments by Loma. But again, both guys was tired at the end of the fight. You could tell because Loma, literally, I think it was in the 6th round, Devin Haney hit him with a right hook to the body. Really well placed punches, by the way. Right hook to the body, and Loma literally lifted his his right leg off the ground. He squinted in. He reminded me of Sergey Kovalev. Devin Haney was punishing that body, boy. He was punishing that body. Loma sucked it up, though. He sucked it up. Devin sucked it up. I mean, it was a good fight in all kinds of ways. Only things, we didn't have no knockdowns. We didn't have no knockouts, right? Loma couldn't do what he normally do. He had to resort to other things. And so he was trying more to counterpunch Devin Haney's jab to take it away. He had some success with that, but Devin Haney brought it back in the 12th, established himself, and stopped the surge that Loma had. Loma had a surge, but he had it late in the fight. Again, too late, too little, too late. You know what I'm saying? He had a surge, but late in the fight. People talking about Loma being trying to physically manhandle Devin, but Devin was doing his thing. He was handling Loma as well, with little tricks and stuff he had up his sleeve. Loma would be disappointed that he lost the fight. So he's going to always say that he won the fight. It reminded me of Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather. Except Mayweather blew out Pacquiao, And even though, again, black and white, when a black fighter, beats another fighter, you get this phenomenon where everybody loved Loma because Devin Haney pushed him and all of that, and they want Loma to win so bad that when the official judges, Dave Moretti's a hell of a judge, by the way. Now I don't know how they scored the fight, but either way, Devin Haney, in my book, from my scorecards, he won that fight. Right, first 2 rounds, I thought Loma did more in the 3rd, so he got the 3rd round. He didn't do much, but he threw more. So I gave him the 3rd. 4th, all the way up to the 8th, Devin Haney took those rounds. I don't care what none of them commentators say. Devin Haney was throwing hella a lot of body shots. And if you're not paying attention to that, even when Loma caught Devin Haney with the straight left, Haney was landing the counter right to the body. He was working Lomachenko's body. Left hooks to the body, right hooks, right left hook combinations. You could see he was trying to wear Loma down to get him out of there. And he was wearing him down. Don't get it twisted. And like I said before, Loma was coming in with certain shots, throwing his combinations, but he would stop his combinations. His combinations would be arrested by Devin Haney hitting him with a body shot. And that Loma would pull out of there. He reset and he come back. You know, Haney was doing some great inside work. Loma, he was ripping the body in the clinch. He was ripping the body, working Loma. But as I said before, he's going to learn from this fight. He's going to be even better from this fight. But he need to go up. I think he needs to go up to 140 now because that weight drain stuff, man. Cisco the Kid, wanted die or alive. Shout out to Cisco the Kid, wanted die or alive. Haney 175. I had him winning 8-4. I had him winning the 12th, the 4th to the 8th. I don't care what that commentary team says, Cisco. Loma didn't win. No, none of their middle rounds. He did win round 9, definitely. Haney was slowing down. Round 10 and round 11, he definitely won those rounds. I had him winning round 3, but that's it. All this ooh, with Loma is when he throws a few shots, just like with early in the fight with Teofimo Lopez, when they were oohing and eyeing, and they gave Loma some of the early rounds with Teo. Not understand what Teo was doing, not understand what Devin Haney did to negate all those pivots to the outside and pivots to the other side, and all that pivot work that Loma normally do, he couldn't do. You know what Loma was able to do? He was able to push Devin Haney back in spots in the fight. Get him to the ropes in spots in the fight. Something Timothy Bradley talked about. And then he would throw his punches, he'd throw his flurries, when Devin Haney was in spots. He caught Devin Haney flush. Not so much flush, but he caught him pretty good in the 10th round. I'm not that was definitely a Loma round. No doubt about it. 11th round, no doubt about it. 9th round, no doubt about it. Right? That's when Loma do his best work. But Devin Haney weathered that storm. Came back in the 12th and set the record straight again. You know what I'm saying? The 3rd round, I thought Loma won it based on activity. It wasn't so much, they wasn't doing too much. Right? But nothing else. I can't give Loma no other rounds. I don't care what that ESPN commentary team said. Like I said, they need to be shot. I'm going to say it again and again. That biasness is what influenced that, like Jose Luis Castillo versus Floyd Mayweather. Same biased commentary, right? And we tired of that bullshit. And don't be dragging Dave Moretti's name into well, I don't know. I don't know what they actually, how the judges scored the rounds, because they were saying that round 10, Dave Moretti gave that to Devin Haney. I don't understand how you could give that round to Devin Haney. That was a Lomachenko round, period. Devin Haney was throwing back, no doubt about it. He was a live dog, but you cannot give Devin Haney round 10. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I said that Devin Haney was going to beat on Lomachenko. He was going to beat on him, and eventually the fight would stop, right? Get stopped. Because that's the intent. That was the intensity I was getting. Cisco the Kid said round 8 was Loma's best round. Nah, round 10, bro. Round 10. He buzzed Devin Haney. He caught him, but Devin was able to bob and weave and slip and slide. So not a lot of those shots wasn't really doing nothing. But Devin, you could tell Devin was gassed in the 10th. Championship round 10. Round 10 was Loma's best round in the whole fight. Round 8, not so much. Round 9 was good. He was picking it up. Round 8, the ESPN commentary team is full of shit, bro. They full of shit. All right, Andre Ward, Timothy Bradley, that clown. What's the clown name? Tessitore. Tessitore's full of shit. Okay. Max Kellerman's full of shit, man. These guys are full of shit. You know what I mean? You could tell they was bought out by Bob Arum. Bob Arum's man gotta be right. You know what I'm saying? White is right or some shit like that. I don't know what's wrong with these people, man. Y'all need to score fights properly. You know what I'm saying? You can't have no confidence in nothing in boxing now. They're going to call Devin Haney versus Lomachenko a robbery, but yet y'all going to say in the same breath that it was a close fight? Get the hell out of here, man. All right, Jorge Linares. I mean, I feel sorry for Jorge because Jorge, he's saying Loma edged it out. He said Loma edged it out. How the hell Loma edged it out, man? Y'all saw what Loma do when Loma do it. Y'all saw Loma win rounds. Y'all saw Loma win the 10th and the 11th. Y'all saw what a Lomachenko dominating fight looked like. Loma wanted to say he controlled the fight. No, bro. It was a nicely contested fight, but it was chess. And you know what adjustments Devin Haney was doing. You feel good about the 10th and 11th, so you feel he won the fight. Come on, bro. Get out of here with that shit. I mean, Anyways, man, what you need in the building, if you guys want to put your piece in, but they ain't that fight was not a robbery. One. Two, I thought the judges got it correct. They unanimously got it right. I had it 8-4, so I had it more like David Moretti. Again, the rounds that I got was 12, 4-8, and rounds, the first two rounds. And I had Loma take the third. I had Loma take the ninth, 10th, and 11th. Okay? That's how I had it. Now, I don't know about you guys, but that's how I scored the fight. Now, look, Southpaw, Ninja, the result is the result. Shut the fuck up. Paulie Malignaggi, you're full of shit, Paulie. You said that Devin Haney was going to lose to Lomachenko. I don't want to hear your scorecards. The judges' scores are official. Igor Klimas, I love you, bro, for what you did for the Eastern European fighters. But, bruh, you full of shit, too. Y'all know Devin Haney. You know Lomachenko didn't dominate shit. Okay? Y'all know this. Y'all know it was a competitive fight. So what the hell are you talking about? All right? It was a competitive fight. Let's be real. I didn't see it as close as other people saw it. In terms of Devin Haney fights, it was a closer fight than your normal, typical Devin Haney fight because you're dealing with a high caliber opponent. But having said all of that, I didn't even see it as a close fight like that. I didn't see it like that. I saw it 8-4. I was not listening to the commentary team like that. I was listening to them, but I wasn't listening to them like that. You know, Devin Haney keep on landing those nasty body shots to the body, and that's what slowed down Lomachenko. Otherwise, Lomachenko would have finished Devin Haney down the stretch. You know, but he didn't have the gas in the tank because Devin Haney drained the gas in the tank early. He went to the body, which was a good plan. But Lomachenko's a tough motherfucker, man. You see that guy's face, he's busted up. You see Devin Haney's face, his face busted up from them straight lefts, right? Manny Pacquiao style kind of straight lefts. Good stuff, good stuff. It was a good fight, but the right man won. Okay? There was no robbery there. You know what I'm saying? Now, I was wrong. I thought Devin Haney was going to put it on him. And to some degree, he did put it on him. Lomachenko had to go through hell to get to Devin Haney. But then Devin Haney also showed us two other aspects of the game. He was fighting Lomachenko at mid-range, and he was also fighting Lomachenko on the inside. And God damn it, once he got on the inside, Devin Haney got on the inside, he was doing good work against Lomachenko. On the inside, Devin Haney is actually a better inside fighter than a lot of people give him credit for. And that's the difference between him and Jermaine Ortiz. Jermaine Ortiz was getting owned on the inside. Even though Jermaine Ortiz can switch it and all of that, he was getting owned on the inside with Lomachenko. Lomachenko couldn't do that with Devin Haney. Couldn't do it with Devin, right? So that was another thing that's why Devin kind of won that fight. And even when Devin locked him up and clinched him up, Loma tried to muscle him off and stuff and show that he, as a little guy, he had some strength, which we all know Loma had man strength because he's a man. Devin Haney still coming into his strength. But Devin Haney handled that too. And even in the tying up and threading those shots on the inside, really beautiful work by Devin Haney again. And, I can't wait for Devin to get a little bit stronger. But I got to be honest with you guys. I don't think Devin Haney should stay at 135. I think he need to move up to 140. That's the truth. Because he's fading. He's fading in the later rounds. And he's fading because his body just can't handle the dehydration that's happening. That weight cut. He's going to be a lot stronger at a higher weight class. I'd love to see him against Teofimo Lopez. I'd love to see him against Ryan Garcia at those higher weight classes. But that's my personal opinion. Of course, he can stay down on 135, take on Shakur, take on Tank. The dude is strong. I'm telling you, that boy is strong. Nobody, I ain't seen nobody do what he did to Lomachenko like that. Tio also got tagged up a bit by Lomachenko as well. But Tio still depended on his power a lot more, right? Devin was using all kinds of things. He was using range. He was using footwork. He was using, pivot work. He was using upper body movement. All that stuff he was using. And he was closing the distance by bobbing and weaving. He was doing all kinds of things. Like I said before, he was mixing it up, doing all kinds of different styles he was bringing to the table against Lomachenko, which I thought was really cool. I also seen him body Lomachenko and push him to the ropes. Then Lomachenko would body him and push him to the ropes. How he even, I love how he crouched in the double guard and then bumped Lomachenko off to push him back to the center. They were doing all kinds of crafty shit in there. And it's a good fight to actually do a film study on what both guys were doing very well, because it really was a top class, top level fight. It had everything in it. And so and as y'all see, Lomachenko ain't old, right? He's not old in terms of how he looked in the fight. He was so like I said, Mr. Paulie Malignaggi, you lost. You was wrong. Mr. Southpaw, you lost. You was wrong. I told people, I want to hear no excuses when Devin Haney wins the fight. Okay? Both Devin Haney walked down Lomachenko. Lomachenko at certain points walked down Devin Haney. Right? This fight was competitive. I'm not lying to you guys. It was a competitive fight. Okay? Loma didn't come to lay down, came to win. Devin Haney came to win, and it was a good fight. You know what I'm saying? So, what you need in the building, just wanted to wrap it up. Leave your comments in the comment section if you want to. If you want to come to say your piece, those Loma fans, y'all need to just accept it for what it is. Lewis Clark said I had it 9-3 for Lomachenko. Okay. Break it down. What rounds did Lomachenko win? You gotta give me the rounds. Don't be telling me 9-3 and you ain't giving me the rounds. Give me the rounds. You gotta give me the rounds. See, I scored it. Give me the rounds that Lomachenko won. All right. So, what you need in the building here? Lomachenko didn't win no fight 9-3. Y'all tripping. Again, I'm not into the buffoonery and clowns. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to come up here and be clowns, you can be clowns. But I know my boxing. Okay? I was willing to acknowledge I was wrong about Devin Haney going in there and beating up Lomachenko. Right? Lomachenko ain't no punk. And both guys are tough guys. Lomachenko's went through hell. He went through fire. He kept on getting counterpunched, beaten up. Devin Haney busted up his face. As you can see, Lomachenko's face was bruised up. Really worked his body, so I know Lomachenko be pissing blood tonight. But ultimately, in the end, Lomachenko put some work on Devin Haney's face too. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a one-way street, typical Devin Haney fight, which is good. This also will help Devin Haney develop as a fighter. So very good stuff. But honestly, Lomachenko, he had to pay the tax. And not only that, on the inside, Devin Haney was doing some great work on the inside to the body, to the head, was ripping that body from outside, mid-range, on the inside. Loma, everybody was saying Loma would cook him on the inside. No. What happened in this fight is Devin Haney started to tire. Yeah. Kind of like Canelo versus Triple G, that kind of thing. But good fight. I enjoyed it. To me, the scoring was proper and right. Good fight. And the clowns out there who said no excuses, now y'all coming up talking about Loma won the fight and all this bullshit. We don't have time for that. I'm not going to engage with the buffoonery, right? We said at the end of this fight, no excuses. Folk be saying, yeah, no excuses. Then y'all coming and talking about it's a robbery when it ain't no robbery. Y'all coming in here talking about, the haters coming in saying what they say. But the average fan, the average person who knows a little bit about boxing, because ESPN really did a number. I got to say, the kind of stupidity I saw from ESPN, ignoring all the work that Devin Haney do, and I'm praising up Lomachenko's work. I'm not into that bullshit. Y'all do that bullshit somewhere else, ESPN. Y'all full of shit. Y'all praised up Loma the same way with Teofimo Lopez. Lopez whooped his ass. Okay, and Devin Haney whooped his ass. He got his ass whooped. And to be honest with you guys, Jermaine Ortiz should have whooped his ass. But y'all gave the fight to Lomachenko. Okay? That's three guys that whooped Lomachenko's ass. And let's not forget Salido. And Devin Haney kind of did a combination of Salido's work and a combination of his boxing. Because he was fighting him on the inside. I loved it. He was fighting him at mid-range, which is Lomachenko preferred range because he was pivoting with him. Lomachenko had to try and now counter Devin Haney's jab or counter the counter. Devin Haney kept on changing up the looks as well. So Devin Haney brought a lot to the table. Loma brought his usual Loma to the table, which is good. I mean, Loma, the footwork and not so much the footwork because Loma couldn't get those angles on Devin, right? He threw his combinations. So once he got in the inside, he got busy real quick. Lomachenko really did good work in getting the judges' attention in rounds 10 and 11. Again, like Jorge Linares, same thing. It was the same kind of fight, except Jorge Linares was getting beat up. He was getting beat on, right? This fight was a little bit more even. It was much more even. Lomachenko was getting his licks in. Devin Haney was getting his licks in. They was kind of balancing each other pretty nicely. But Devin Haney took away a lot of stuff from Lomachenko in rounds, in the earlier rounds, and even in the later rounds, in the middle rounds as well. He took away a lot from Lomachenko. So Lomachenko wasn't able to go through with the angles that he was. Now he was timing Devin Haney's jab, or he was trying to time Devin Haney's right hands, and what he was doing, he was trying to get Devin Haney's rhythm, and then counter off of it. And then Devin Haney got smart to that, and he came back with his jab in the 12th round and started dictating with the jab. So he mixed up his jab a little bit. And Loma, of course, being gassed because, those body shots, they do take a toll on you and they will slow you down. So whereas Devin Haney, he was slowing down himself naturally from being dehydrated, of course, from trying to calculate and figure out what Loma's doing because it's a high chess match game going on while it's also a violent game. While Haney was slowing down, so was Loma. And that's what y'all was, the ESPN team never picked that up. You know what I'm saying? And that's why Loma was standing watching Devin Haney in the 12th round. David Haney was the one. And what's the stupid thing? I was hearing these assholes saying, who's going to take control of the 12th? Who's going to... And meanwhile, Devin Haney landed all those body shots in the 12th round. And you're like, who's going to take the momentum? And whoop, there goes another body shot. And these fools just keep on saying the same thing over and over. Because they're looking for Loma to take the flurry, and they're trying to set it to Loma take the... Man, these guys, I mean, come on. How much more ass kissing could you do to Bob Arum? I mean, come on, ESPN. Please. Please. We know you're kissing Bob Arum's ass. Because you want Lomachenko to become undisputed. Y'all wanted it so bad for him. And he just happened to be just about... he's kind of on the cutting line to get it. Come on, man. Eat crow. Eat crow. Eat your crow. Eat your crow. You lost. Eat it. Okay? And let me just say, as a disclaimer, I love me some Lomachenko. The man shows he's a true champion. I want to put it out there so y'all know there's no hate to Lomachenko and his team. Humble guy. Thank Devin Haney for the opportunity. Really didn't discuss in him. I hope he don't be a... I really appreciated that out of Lomachenko. I'm not saying I like the guy. I really do like Lomachenko. I was going to say that it's the clowns, who the fans who sometimes, got me like, man, you a clown, man. That's what I want to say. But Lomachenko, personally, I thought he conducted himself like a true champion. I thought he conducted himself with grace. I thought, he conducts himself well, more or less. I mean, he wasn't grateful against Teofimo Lopez, but nonetheless, and he made excuses. But this time around, at least he's saying things which I think I want to give him his props. I want to give him his props for stepping up to the table and facing Devin Haney after all those years. You know what I'm saying? Good fight. I want to see Devin Haney versus Shakur. I want to see Devin Haney versus Tank. I want to see Lomachenko versus Kambosos. I want to see Lomachenko versus Pitbull Cruz. should he go against Pitbull? I don't know about that one. But anyway, yeah, why not? If he, I mean, I don't want him to go into too many young bloods, man. Too many youngsters, man. The youngsters be coming up. He had a tough fight with Jermaine Ortiz. He had a tough fight with Devin Haney. Do we really want to put him through that? I mean, Cambosa is going to give him a tough fight, too. Cambosa is, again, he's problems. You know what I'm saying? Nakatani, by the way, just knocked out. No. Sorry, my bad. No, not. This is another guy. Sorry, my bad. Yeah. Cambosa is supposed to be facing, I think, Maxie Hughes in June. So I'm looking forward to that. Maxie Hughes is the IBO champion, right? So Cambosa's gonna be facing him. I think Cambosa's gonna beat his ass. Cambosa is no slouch, y'all. He a dog. Okay, he got dog in him. Um, but and y'all write off Cambosis. Devin Haney, man, congratulations to him, champ. You know, uh, the people was right. It's gonna be a closer fight than people thought, and it really was a closer fight than people thought. It was a great competitive fight. I thought Devin was winning the chess match until he got tired. But you know, I really enjoyed the fight. Now, for those people who were saying all this and that, I mean, you could be high off of Lomachenko. I ain't got a problem with that. I really don't. But the thing that I have a problem with is you saying crazy shit like it was a robbery, you know, or Devin Haney ain't shit. Well, he just beat Lomachenko. So what that mean about Lomachenko? Don't say stupid stuff that just don't elevate the sport. You can say it's a very competitive fight. You can even say it's a close fight. I'm gonna be wrong with you. You feel that Lomachenko won. He edged it out. Fine. All of those things are reasonable things to say. But the fact of the matter is, the reality of the situation is Devin Haney won this fight. He's still the undisputed champion. That's the fact of the matter. All right? Here's what it is. Okay? And the things that Lomachenko did to other fighters, he could not do to Devin Haney. Y'all know this. He couldn't do it. Okay? And he tried. He tried so hard. And he paid to get on the inside. He paid with his body. He ain't going to be pissing blood tonight. He a tough guy, though. He tough. I'm not going to say no. He a tough little fella. Tough little dude. I mean, he's a small guy. He tough. I give him that. Okay? Because he took some right hands. And he took some body work, body shots, left hooks and right hooks to the body. Devin Haney was roughing his ass up, too, on the inside until the referee said, hey, no rabbit punching and all that kind of shit. Devin Haney had to stop doing that. Yeah. Good fight, though. Good fight. Hey, this is what we need in boxing. This is what we need in boxing. Well, I'm going to catch you guys later. I'm what you need. You can leave comments in the comment section. Don't forget you can donate via PayPal. I haven't really actually emphasized on that a lot. I'm going to catch you guys later. What you need. Peace. And no excuses. I want to hear from y'all. Y'all sound like retarded assholes when you do that. That goes for Paulie and whatever his name is. Wait. South Ass? No, South Paul, right. Yeah, the clown. Okay? You acting like a clown because you don't like Devin Haney. When you guys start to do your hate parade, just remember there are other people out there that will check your ass for being a jackass. Okay? If you keep on being a jackass out here, we're going to check you. Okay? I'm out of here.